Julia here. Apologies again for the lighting. It has not been a good couple of times that I've been filming. The lighting's just been especially bad, but you know, we're just gonna roll with it and we're gonna deal with it. So today I'm actually gonna be starting a new series on my YouTube channel called Book Rant, and then whatever number Book Rant this is. So this is gonna be Book Rant number 1, and I'm just basically going to rant about my favorite books and things that I've read, and it's just an outlet for me to kind of share my love for these stories and just kind of get them out in the open. So today I'm starting with one of my all-time favorite books that surprisingly is like one that not a lot of people have read, and a lot of people have known about it, but not a lot of people have read it. It's called The Martian by Andy Weir, and I just think this is a fitting story to kind of get into because oh my gosh, this is like the original story that everyone knew that I was obsessed with. This is my original copy. So if you see, it's duct taped here. And then one of my favorite things is on the inside, I have this Postit Note. And basically, it shows a bunch of names, and these are all of my friends that have borrowed the book at some point and given it back to me. So it says Sarah, Carter, Anna, Jennifer, all of these people are friends of mine that I made read the book. And yeah, you know, they loved it. So I think it's a good one to start off with today. So a lot of people know the story of The Martian, but I'll just kind of give a brief recap. Basically, it's about this guy named Mark Watney, and he's on a mission to Mars with, I believe it's 4 other crew members, and there's a freak windstorm, and he actually, they think he dies because he gets impaled by this satellite gear that rips off their station, and they have to make an emergency exit from their facility on Mars. Little do they know he's actually still alive, so he's stuck alone on Mars, and the story is about him trying to let them know that he's alive, and overall what happens because of it. So it sounds like a pretty dark and depressing story, and it is, but what I love about Andy Weir's writing is it sounds like the main character's constantly having a conversation with you. And even though they're going into these complex scientific topics, it's so easy to read. You guys know I am a science nerd, but anyone who reads this book loves it. Even if they have no understanding of science, they still love it, and it's still amazing. So writing style, amazing. The other thing I love about this book is the humor. So basically Mark Watney deals with all of these crazy circumstances with humor. So there'll be all these crazy things happening, and he's cracking jokes, and like it will make you laugh out loud. It is so funny. I will say that this book is definitely for either more mature young adult audiences or adult audiences. There's a lot of profanity. You know, the guy is stuck alone on Mars, so he doesn't really have the profanity police after him or anything. So he just really says anything that's on his mind. But overall, it's just it's a lot. It can be a lot sometimes. So basically this is technically, I would say, an adult book, but I'd say it's appropriate for young adult audiences as well. I read this when I was in about 7th grade. And the other thing that makes me love this story a lot is I actually reached out to the author. I reached out to the author in 7th grade just to tell him how much I loved the book, and he actually sent me a personalized signed copy with my name in it and everything. Literally made 7th-year-old Julia's life. And then I actually emailed him again when I published The Scavenger, just to let him know how much of an inspiration he's been to me and how much I love his work. And it was just, he's a really awesome guy. So he came out with Artemis. There was a movie for The Martian, which was actually really awesome. Matt Damon played Mark Watney. Highly recommend that, but after you read the book. And then he's coming out, I know that there's I believe it's a shorter story, a novella coming out called Hail Mary by Andy Weir, and I'm so excited to read that too. But anyway, that's my rant for The Martian. So a nice brief recap and just kind of ranting about how much I love this book. That is all for book rant number 1. Have you read The Martian? Do you want to read The Martian? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you for stopping by. Bye!